What if the Bible isn't just a record of ancient history? What if it's actually a living mirror reflecting the patterns of our present time? What if we're not just reading prophecy, but living it? Hey, welcome to J in Translation. And today, we're uncovering the repeating cycle of biblical prophecy in modern life. From Genesis to Revelation, the Bible tells stories of empires rising and falling. Egypt, Babylon, Rome. But these weren't just political powers, okay? They were symbols of spiritual forces still at work today. We're going to look at a crazy timeline that connects ancient nations with today's modern parallels. So let's dive into it. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. The book of Ecclesiastes says, "There is nothing new under the sun." History isn't just repeating, it's prophesying. It's what Israel experienced in the past. Slavery, exile, persecution. We can see spiritually and symbolically around us now. For example, did you know that every single nation that oppressed Israel in the Old Testament has a modern-day equivalent that is doing the exact same thing that they did back then? Egypt, known for its bondage and slavery, has parallels in oppressive systems today. Poverty traps, debt cycles that keep people bound. Then there's Babylon, known for exile and brainwashing. Think about the media, false ideologies, the confusion and the lies that keep people from the truth. And who could forget about Assyria, known for brutal domination and oppression? The rise of surveillance, authoritarian regimes should ring alarm bells for us. Persia, though known for religious tolerance, also had its share of brainwashing and compromise. Today, we see a blending of truth with lies, a diluted faith that compromises with the world. Ancient Greece, with its emphasis on philosophy and reason, seems like a distant memory, right? Yet today, we see a society that worships intellect, science over the spirit, all based on human reason rather than divine revelation. And what about ancient Rome, known for its empire and law? Well, we see a modern-day Rome in technocratic globalism that seeks to control everything through policies and centralized power. Finally, we have Mystery Babylon from Revelation 17 and 18, known for its end-time deception. We see corrupt elites, false religion, and spiritual adultery. This isn't just a coincidence. The same spiritual forces that rose against God's people in the past, they're rising again, but in modern disguise. Just like Israel was called to stand apart and be holy, we too are called to be set apart and awake in these times. Because the Bible is not just what happened, it's what happens again and again. If we recognize the patterns, we can live with wisdom, discernment, and faith. So here's the deal. Are we living in the days of a new Babylon? Or are we being called out of it? What do you see in today's world that mirrors the Bible? Drop a comment. Okay, let's start a conversation. Hit that like button if this spoke to you. Share this video if it challenged you. Subscribe to J in Translation, where we don't just study the Bible, we translate it for the times we're living in. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Thanks for joining me on this episode of J in Translation. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to check out this episode where we continue to break down how the Bible is playing out in our world today. Till next time, stay curious and never stop exploring the truth. Thanks for watching.